Hello, this is me again. It's a new day, and I've got another thought for you. Um, as you might know, uh, let's see, what day is this? Okay, this is September 6th of 2013. Right now, we have the G20 summit going on in St. Petersburg in Russia, in the Federated Russia. Um, and so, I heard President Obama's speech today, and it's interesting how all the media around the world seems to be centered around whenever the United States speaks. And so I'd like to address that, a couple of thoughts on that today. Um, so basically, the question is, can the United States continue to sustain that leadership role that it seems to have assumed in the United States? And I'll go back to our founding fathers. It's no question that the United States has been founded by brilliant men, experienced men, men of inspiration and a vision beyond all expectation of the time. Uh, and that doesn't even do it justice, you know, to explain these men. Through the things that they have brought forth through the founding documents of this country, namely the Constitution of the United States, namely the Declaration of Independence, they have enabled a people of individuals to be industrious, innovative, to be wealthy, to, more importantly, to gain wealth. They have enabled us to be industrious, inventive, compassionate, and all this because they have manifested liberty and freedom in a people. And I don't even think that their foresight at the time could see the full fruit of what has transpired uh, because of what they've done. Anyhow, uh, but especially since the industrial age, um, all kinds of things happen in the United States. Um, Granted, we have great things that have happened, inventions that have happened elsewhere, but it's not until that it comes to uh, the stage of the United States that things tend to blossom. And that is because of free market. It is because of the freedom that we have had or still have to a degree in this country to expand an idea, to gain wealth from it, to improve upon it. Um, Namely, like the light bulb, electricity, all that stuff, the automobile, the airplane, um, all those things are fostered in the brilliance of the United States. And so from that we have become a primary, undisputed economic power in the United States. And so, you had even Japan in the World War referring to us as the Great Dragon, the great oil monger that needs to be destroyed. Uh, and so we have assumed that economic power, but we have also assumed a moral compass, if you will, a moral power, a moral mantle. Uh, and that has become a very dangerous touching point, especially when we're dealing with places like Iran, Iraq, uh, Afghanistan, Egypt, and most currently Syria. Uh, because what we are doing, the whole world knows the United States. You've got to be deaf, dumb, and blind and dead not to know it. And so there's going to be an automatic animosity against the United States from practically everybody, whether it's known or not known, um, of the power that we have. But can America sustain that? That's the question in my mind, because um, we are going through some incredible financial difficulties. Incredible. If we are fiscally conservative, if we are responsible with the taxpayers' money, if we invest correctly, the answer is yes. We can maintain our economic mantle. We can maintain, in my opinion, the most important one, the moral mantle. And if things were relatively fine at home, I'm sure that most people in the United States would not have a problem with backing the President of the United States, Barack Obama, backing him up in this proposed strike against Syria for their chemical weapons use against the rebel people. Well, not even that. But if we are to maintain these titles, auras, whatever it is in the world, I think we need to first establish a priority to maintain our internal infrastructure, our internal dollar, and its worth here in the United States. Yes, it is true that the world looks to us for all kinds of humanitarian assistance and aid. It's wrong. And that is a deficit in our own foreign policy to allow this kind of garbage. At the same time, was, and will continue to be an increase in humanitarian need. And those needs will be addressed, and they are not going to be addressed by the French. They won't be addressed by the British. They won't be addressed by the Middle East, Russia, Australia. They're going to be addressed by the United States, because without the United States, the world collapses. That's just the way it is. And it's not a pride issue, it's just the way it is. Our economy is so huge that we uphold the foundation, if you will. And so, there's a lot more that rides on the proper use of the taxpayer funds. So, the question in my mind again, can we uphold the moral compass? Yes, so long as we maintain the economic compass and also uphold our founding principles in the Constitution of the United States. And so checks and balances must be adhered to. And as a final note in these final few seconds, it all comes back, and in whatever videos I do, it all comes back to the family. Okay? You can't be placing band-aids on stuff all over the place. Okay? Abortion, taxes, missile defense, whatever. You have to heal the family. So I call upon all leaders, President of the United States, parents, get back to those traditional values. Heal the home. Be an example to your neighbors so that their homes can also be healed as well. And I'll end that for today.